Hey guys, welcome back to Flat Creek Outdoors. Today we're going to finish up this little parking pad that is going to be for a camper that we have bringing in. And if you didn't see my previous video, that's where I showed excavating this whole area. There's quite a bit of slope over there on that front corner. We had to excavate down about 18 inches, and then we had to build up a little wooden retaining wall on this side to help build this up, because it slopes from over there down to here, and it slopes from the shed downhill towards me. So a lot of dirt had to get moved around with my little tractor. It took about 4 hours of tractor time, about an hour of digging posts by hand, and then about 2 hours of construction, and then an hour or so putting dirt back and grading this all back out. So it's been a nice little project that we've worked in bits and pieces over a couple days, and now the gravel is going to be here any minute. Just waiting for the truck to show up. We're going to put crush and run down on this. We'll wait for them to show up, and then we'll get to work. I did go back over this again and just double check the grade. Now I don't have a transit or anything, but I'm just putting a level on a board here, and on this section you can see we're just off by 1/3 of a bubble. So we'll make up our little variance in grade here with gravel depth. We'll end up putting a couple inches on the back here. We'll basically bring the gravel up to the height of the boards, and that could be up to 6 inches deep in places. And then as we move out, it'll probably trim down to 2 to 3 inches in other places, and that'll end up giving us a pretty good level spot. I do plan on trying to keep just a little bit of slope downhill so that water doesn't collect in this area. I don't think it will anyway, but just in case, we're going to end up having just a little bit of slope from up there down this way, and then hopefully the water will continue to roll downhill. There we go, 20 tons of crush and run. And in case you don't know, I guess they at the quarry call this 21A. So it's got a lot of fine stone dust in it, and then it's got stones in it up to, I think, about 1 inch or 1.5 inches. And it's, you know, just a mix of stuff. It packs down really, really well. We've used this elsewhere on the property, and it's about the cheapest stuff you can get, though it can hold a lot of moisture, and when you're paying by weight, I think you can probably get like 20% less if you call and get an order right after it rains. But it's been dry here lately, so that is probably about as much as you can get in a 20-ton load. So we'll spread this out. Hopefully it does what we want to do, and we won't have to order anymore. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how long it takes. It is currently 8:48. How long does it take to spread 20 tons with a compact tractor? So you can see that, 9:37, a little less than an hour. And I probably spent 10 minutes or so kind of just like backtracking over this and not really doing much. So I need to get a level on this and just double check and make sure I don't have any high spots that I'm not noticing here, or low spots or whatever, but I think we're pretty close. This looks pretty good. I have to probably rake by hand a little bit around the edges, and the only thing, like this, there's a big drop off here, which I knew that there would be. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to kind of pack that down a little bit more and make it a little better transition. I think I probably need to bring some more soil in down here below the gravel, because otherwise all that gravel is just going to kind of fall downhill. Not that it really matters. This pad here is 20 feet wide, and we're going to have the camper, which is only 8 feet wide, on that half of it. So we'll have 12 feet over here to do whatever we want to do, have the awning out, have a picnic table, and if that slopes off a little bit right there on the very edge of it, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I think we're looking pretty good. But let me get the rake and level, and we'll just do a kind of a little bit of a double check here, and if I need to push any more of this around to level it out, we'll see what it looks like. I feel like where the pile was dumped, that might be higher than the surrounding areas, but I don't know. We'll get a level on it and see. I just went all around the perimeter and just kind of raked it up and just kind of cleaned up the lines a little bit where there was a little bit of gravel piled along that transition there, raked that up, and then just kind of double checked a whole bunch of different spots for level. I mentioned before in the previous video, I don't have a transit, so I was kind of just using a piece of lumber. I used both a 16-foot and an 8-foot piece of lumber across different sections to double check the slope everywhere, and I have exactly what I want, which is just a little bit of slope from left to right. No, is that right? Anyway, a little bit of slope downhill. We want water to run off, not to collect here, so that should work out pretty well. Let me know down in the comments if you got any other suggestions about what we should do here, how we should finish it up around the edges. For now, this could be a temporary thing. It might turn into a permanent thing, but I'm going to drop a whole bunch of wood chips all along this outside here. That'll add some organic matter to the soil. We'll throw some seed down. Maybe some will germinate, maybe not, but I think the wood chips at least will help with erosion here over the fall and the winter and into next year. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. I appreciate you. I think the next video, I'm not sure what the next video is going to be, actually. Probably going to be setting up the 50 amp electric service. We're going to drop it out of the shed out here for the camper. And then next week the camper comes. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this one, make sure you hit the like button. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.